Touche Everything, episode 10, I think.
Yeah, episode 10.
We got Big Spooky Wayne
Woo!
and Raymond, the senior analyst.
Okay.
What's up, boys?
Oh, wait, let me get my headphones on.
Not much.
Really in the studio.
Oh, yeah, here we
How
go.
do you sound? How do I sound?
You sound great, Wayne.
Sound perfect?
Oh, yeah,
Oof.
sounds good. And the conspiracy music we're cooking.
Guys, I'm a little upset with you.
Why is that?
We're now 30 seconds into this podcast, and nobody's told me how good my haircut looks.
Oh, I didn't even notice, man.
That was why you were looking like Mike Lang. It's the haircut. He was giving me Mike Lang vibes for the past hour.
Listen,
It's the haircut.
enough of that.
I think it looks pretty good.
Thank you. Thank
Is that
you.
your usual haircut?
It's the pretty standard look. I kind of wanted him to keep it a little bit longer on top. But,
Right.
you know, we're going to run with it.
Okay. Well,
Get
it's
rid of
fine.
all my salt and peppers.
Yeah,
Can you zoom in after the fact?
I still can, yeah.
No, like once we look at the edit, can you zoom in on him?
Oh, it's going to zoom in, yeah.
Okay.
I could do it.
The haircut takes out your eyes. No, face the camera.
Oh, it really brings out my eyes.
Yeah.
Brings out the beauty in
Ooh.
you.
Get rid of all the salt and peppers on the side.
You getting those? You getting the grays?
I was getting a little grays.
Really?
I saw it in like one of the last videos.
Yeah?
The grays are coming out.
Oh,
The
boy.
basketball's dropping.
Yeah, I got a ton of grays.
Oh, man. I've had grays for a while now, so, you know,
You guys ever seen Tom Green videos?
I don't think so.
No, not a fan of Tom Green. He was almost like a YouTuber before there was YouTube.
Right.
He used to have a show on MTV, I think.
Mhm.
And he just has a bunch of weird songs. He has the Bum Bum song, Daddy, Would You Like Some Sausage? I don't know. I was watching some of his stuff last night,
Yeah.
and I was just like, this is so weird, but this was so popular back in the early 2000s.
Right.
Speaking of grays and salt and peppers,
Mhm.
this is the Big Spooky Wayne birthday cast.
Oh.
This is Wayne's last day as a 29-year-old.
I know.
Big.
I'm going to miss it.
He's getting
I
old.
feel old already.
Yeah, it's fine. At least you got a sick motorcycle hoodie
Yeah.
on.
That got messed up recently, but I was able to get the stains out of it. So
Yeah. Guy does not eat an Uncrustable.
I know, right?
I tell him, put it in the microwave, 10 to 15 seconds. Microwaves it for 30, thing splatters all
It's
over
not
him.
supposed to go in there. I didn't know that though. I was none the wiser. So, I learned my lesson.
Christ.
You guys have any favorite frozen food treats? Something you pull out of the freezer? Mozzarella sticks.
Uncrustables is definitely up there.
Yeah.
Uncrustables are good.
I mean, Bell and Evans chicken nuggets, best frozen chicken nuggets out there for sure.
I've never
Not
heard
even
of
close.
those. Do you like the shaped ones?
No,
Dinosaurs?
they're not shaped. They have a tender pack and a nugget pack, and
Ooh.
they have a patty pack, but I've never tried that.
Sounds like you got to get to the patty pack.
Yep.
Wait, they frozen?
Yeah,
Really?
but they're like real. Like, I don't know. They're good. That's all.
No. Wait, were they supposed to be warm, but you just ate it frozen?
No. They're frozen. You
Oh,
put
okay.
them in the oven for like 30 minutes.
Gotcha.
But they're bomb.
I remember when we had those bad snowstorms like
Yeah.
15 years ago, 14 years ago, whatever it was. We didn't have power for a week at a time. I remember we were just on like the fourth day of it. All like our food was in the coolers and stuff. And just one day I got home from work, I think, and I was just so hungry. And I ate like, frozen microwave burritos. They were like partially frozen.
Yeah.
And I was like, my life is a mess right now. It's just
Ouch.
turmoil. I haven't had power in 4 days.
Mhm.
That's high school though, right?
Yeah, that was
I was a
high
sophomore.
school. Yeah. Yeah, I was out there grinding, you
Yeah.
know?
Where did you work in Sears?
Yeah. Back at the mall.
Now there are no more. Isn't there a few of them left? Maybe like 2 or 3?
Maybe if
Yeah.
that. When I was there, I could definitely see it going downhill.
Right.
But which leads me to my next question. What's the crappiest job you guys have ever had? And it can be from anything. You used to work with your cousin shoveling shit in a barn, or
Yeah, I mean, the job overall wasn't terrible, but when I worked at GC, I used to have to
You worked at the school.
Snake the drains.
Oh, yeah.
Me and Tim one time famously had to shovel shit out of a house. Yeah, I don't know. I had to do a lot of just that grimy shit, but it wasn't a bad job overall. I don't know actually. ShopRite, I guess. But
The
also
grocery
wasn't
store?
bad. Yeah, but that also wasn't bad. Paper out, that blew.
I don't know. I think it's anything having to do with like retail. I mean, the last like retail job I had was like recently. It was a mess. I worked in like the deli, so like at the end of the night, you just smell like cheese and like meat. You'd have like cheese stuck in like your non-slip shoes, and you got to walk to your car. You got to take your shoes off. It's cold outside. You're just like, why am I doing this?
Stinking like roast beef.
Dude, it smelled horrible, man. It was like the worst thing. And the customers weren't great. They were pretty upset. I think anything that has to do with like food, like it just brings out the worst in people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I worked at a restaurant and I would go home smelling like shit.
Right.
I hate smelling like food.
Yeah, it's gross.
Especially you go out to a restaurant, like you're kind of dressed nice, then you leave and you just smell like, I don't know, fried food or
Right,
something like
yeah.
that.
You need a shower.
Yeah.
It's like a mixture, just like grossness.
Mixture of grossness. All right, I got a couple.
What's your worst job?
Yeah.
Also, what's your favorite Frozen? I feel like we didn't go in depth on either of these.
I'm the one asking the questions
What do you
here.
mean? You don't get answers?
So my favorite frozen food, I'd probably say taquitos. To circle back to that,
Right.
Lame.
dude,
Lame.
taquitos are good.
No, overrated.
Overrated.
Yeah, big time.
You're overrated.
The only taquitos I'll have are the ones that Boom Bag buys from some discount place. Otherwise, they're trash.
Yeah.
So if I whipped out a plate of taquitos right now, set them down, they're nice, steaming hot, maybe a little sour cream on the side. Saying you wouldn't pick up one of those?
If there was like something hot, like a sriracha sauce on there, then yes, I would. But sour cream, no.
So you're a spicy guy.
Yeah. But you know what I also don't like? Pizza bites. Had a bad experience when I was a little kid, and now I fucking hate them.
Well, they burn the top of your mouth.
No, I think I yacked later that night or
Right.
something.
Just ruin the experience.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
So I saw some pizza bites pretty recently.
Right.
They were FaZe Clan themed. If you're familiar with who they are, I know you know who they are.
Yeah.
But essentially, they're like an esports team, esports organization, and they had their own.
FAZE.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they had their own pizza bites, and they were orange chicken flavored, and they were not that great.
No.
Interesting concept, though.
Yeah.
You ever had the orange chicken from Trader Joe's?
I can't say I have. I've gotten the PF Chang's version.
Yeah. Thoughts?
So like the PF Chang's, like the frozen one that you can get.
Yeah.
It was okay. It was mid,
I can't remember if I've had it or not, but I feel like I did and had the same.
same experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing's as good as if you actually go to the place and get it,
Right.
I have been seeing a lot of, I also got tater tots, like Sonic brand tater tots at the grocery store the other day. Those are pretty good.
Really?
But it's not hard to make a good tater tot, I feel like.
Do you have an air fryer?
I do have an air fryer. I got one a couple
Ninja?
months ago. No, I don't know what brand it is, but they'll do the same thing.
You
Trying to
come in clutch. I mean, especially when you're making like salmon and stuff.
you cook salmon in the air fryer?
Yeah, you can do that.
I cooked an egg in there one night.
Yeah.
I just cracked an egg. I put it in a little ramekin, and I
Right.
was just like, let's see what happens here. It came out pretty okay.
That's what's up. Yeah.
Just an air fried egg.
I saw someone do like a 24 layered nacho in the air fryer. It actually was pretty legit.
What? How does that
Yeah.
even work? Like a layered dip?
Yeah, chips, some cheese, some whatever.
Oh, if the chips are on the bottom. At
Yeah,
first,
yeah.
I thought you were just talking about like a nacho like dip.
no,
Now you can get like a 7-layer dip.
no, like actual.
Like, how's that gonna work? Yeah, it's a good idea. I might do that.
No, yeah, it actually looked pretty bomb. I'll
Pretty
send you a link
bussin'.
if I can find it. Yeah,
Yeah, What'd you-
bussin'.
busting.
Worst job. You forgot.
It's gotta be Sears or GC.
Yeah, I mean, doing maintenance at the school wasn't fun. Just taking care of all the
Bookstore.
properties.
The library, our local library.
Hey, man, I am not a librarian.
I saw how to detect fake news ad page or something, and like for fact checking, it was contact your local librarian. I was like, I gotta hit up the Europe's to fact check my Twitter page.
You know, you need a master's degree to be a librarian. I feel like that's crazy.
Yeah. Like, why though? Like, what does that entail? Like, what
Dewey
goes into
Decimal
it?
degree.
Yeah, you just take a whole class on the Dewey Decimal System.
Oh, it's decimal. I said decimal.
Since we're on the topic of books,
Oops. Wrong side.
what would you rather have to do? Read a 500-page book every day or run/walk 10 miles every day? You have to do it.
Say that one more. 500-page book or
Read a 500-page book every day or run/walk 10 miles every day?
run/walk.
Yeah, I think. I mean, even though I don't like running or walking, but yeah, I definitely go with that one.
I just don't think I could do the 500.
Which one do you think you could do faster?
Oh, run/walk. Not even close.
So say you can do 4 miles an hour. That's 2.5 hours of walking.
Mhm.
You don't think you could read a 500-page book in 2.5 hours?
How big is the font? How big are the pages?
It's just a picture book.
Or just like kids' book. Yeah, no, I'll definitely read that then.
Actually, no. Now
No,
that I
'cause
think about it,
Even when I was in my prime of reading, which was this summer, because I had no job, I was getting like max 6 chapters a day.
Right.
but chapter is subject to.
So, all right, fine. I was getting max like 100, 120 pages.
And how long would that take you?
Hours. But I'm
Interesting.
also like I'll read 20 pages and start getting tired and nap, and then wake up, start reading again, get tired, nap.
You're like an old grandma passing out in her recliner with the
Honestly,
book.
There's no better way for me to go to bed than to read.
Right.
Like smoking weed doesn't do it. Drinking booze doesn't do it. Reading one page, fake.
Jeez, man.
Zonked.
Don't let the people down at ZQL hear about this.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Man's got life hacks. All right. What if I upped it to 20 miles per day?
Yeah, I got to read the books then. If that's the case, I'm reading.
20 miles. Be a great way to stay in shape, though.
Reading the book would be a great way to keep your mind in shape. Think of all the knowledge you could have.
All the new words that you can learn.
You'd probably be like the smartest guy ever, unless you're just reading like Captain Underpants.
Well, that factors into it. What are the topics that we're reading? Anything we want?
Anything you want, yeah. Whereas you can do your 10
Yeah,
or
the
20
stuff that
miles
would be
anywhere you
useful
want.
for me, there's no way I could read it. I would be so bored.
Right.
But the stuff that would be entertaining and achievable wouldn't be valuable. So, I again would probably just get the exercise.
What if you could split it? So instead of 20 miles, it's a 10 mile. Then instead of 500 pages, it's 250 page, but you can do an audiobook.
Sorry, I had trouble following on that. We split it, and what was the breakdown?
10 miles or 250 pages, and it can be an audiobook.
Oh,
But you have to do both.
10 miles and an audiobook? The 250 pages can be an audiobook?
Yes.
Oh,
Or you have to
yeah,
do-
I would just listen to the audiobook
Yeah,
while I ran.
I feel like
Go
that's a
on.
piece of cake.
Yeah, right.
Don't gotta tell me twice.
All right, I lobbed you guys a softball there. Okay, this leads me to my next topic here. If I paid you $10,000 for every mile you walk, how far would you walk?
How much time do I have?
Unlimited time. But like it has to be consistent. You can't just stop and
Can I prepare?
prepare in what way? Like train?
No, like have a backpack full of fucking
Yeah.
like, nutrients.
Yeah, you can bring whatever you need.
Can I run? Probably not.
I mean, if you want, I wouldn't really recommend
Why?
running because you need to, I mean, maybe a jog, but like doing distance.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd burn yourself out if you ran.
But
You
then
can-
I would just start walking once I'd be like, oh, I'm tired of running. Let me
Right.
walk.
So what could you realistically go? Like 5 miles and then you just walk the rest of the time?
I would probably do like mile on, mile off, mile on, mile off. It would be like what I would look forward to. Like, oh, my run's coming up.
But how long do you think you could sustain that for? You think you can sustain mile on, mile off longer than just a straight
So
walk?
I probably could only do like 24 hours because I need sleep.
Really?
Like I get pretty, like, whoa.
But
I
still.
don't sleep.
After 24 hours, you're only at $240,000. This is going to be the easiest money you make in your life. And you're going to be like, oh, I got to stop. I'm a little sleepy here.
Yeah, you're right.
I feel like
Wait, no, because it's amount of. You said I get $10,000 per mile, or per hour.
per every mile that you walk.
Yeah, so it wouldn't just be.
Never mind.
Yeah,
I messed that up. But how many miles do you think it would be?
I could get a lot of miles done in 24 hours.
But how many do you think?
More than 24. At least 50. At least. So that's $500,000. Is that right?
It's like that clip of The Office where he's like, my brain is going a mile an hour right now. Like that's what mine just did.
I'm gonna do a cool 15 and cash out. I'll leave it there.
There you go. That's a nice humble number.
15?
Yeah.
No. 15 miles?
Yeah.
How much do you walk just living your life a day? At least like 4.
I try to do at least 5 miles a
Not
day.
very much for me.
You definitely walk, bro. Just fucking going to the kitchen, going back to your room to masturbate, then back to the kitchen. That's at least a mile.
Let's see.
How many wanks a day you get?
Like today I walked 4.5 miles, kind of because it was cold outside.
Mhm.
So I didn't. That's definitely like not my greatest.
Yeah, so that's not even thinking about it.
My
40K.
daily average. Well, let me go to last year. My daily average per day last year was 5.1 miles per day.
Not
Yeah.
bad. That's pretty
So
good.
50K, not even thinking about it.
Yeah.
Now you're thinking about it.
Now you're thinking about it.
Yeah, times 10 that, so 50.
Okay, $500,000.
Yeah,
It's not bad.
I think that's the right answer.
Now we just gotta find somebody who wants to do that. That's kind of a cool Mr. Beast concept.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll give you $10,000 for every mile that you walk.
Submit it.
How
See if you'll pick it up.
would you walk on a treadmill or would you adventure?
It depends. It really depends on where I am and what time of year it is. If it's the middle of summer, no, probably just stay inside.
Fall.
Fall, yeah, that's definitely more ideal. If it's like really sunny out too, that's gonna mess with you.
Yeah.
You know,
I feel like a spring fall would probably be like work best.
Could you walk into a restaurant?
could you walk into a restaurant?
Yeah. And order at the counter.
I mean, it has to be consistent.
Well, so like, what if I was like, all right, Luke, this is my trek to get to 50 miles. Meet me here with a fucking portable treadmill. Because I'm gonna order some food here.
You could
Is that
have
allowed?
you could have like a team. So like a marathon runner has like a team and like somebody that helps them out like along the way.
Right.
Let's say you have that. So you don't need to like stop to order a cheeseburger
okay,
somewhere.
Oh, okay.
I do like that
That would kind
concept
of be
though.
part of the experience. It's like,
You just go through the drive-through somewhere and you're just marching in place waiting in line.
I like the treadmill concept because you just like, you're walking in, you just puts it down,
Yeah.
you're continuously walking,
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
you get off and just continue going because you can't stop, right? So,
Dude. You guys know the band OK Go?
yeah.
They had
Really?
that super cool music video back in the day of them
Yeah.
just on the treadmills.
oh, I know that video.
You know that video? They've got another one where you ever seen those planes that like go up and then they drop down really fast, so it kind of like imitates zero gravity.
Mm-hmm.
They've got one doing that. It's so sick.
Is it like a newer video or?
It's a lot newer than the one where they're on the treadmills,
Okay,
but I
fair
would
enough.
say it's not super new.
Probably,
It probably
yeah.
came out like 2015-ish.
Okay. Yeah.
If I had to guess, let's fact check this. Let me pull up the old YouTubes here. Search little OK Go. Do you guys have any favorite music videos from back in the day?
What's that one that what's his name sing? The dude from Outkast, Andre 3000.
Yeah.
It was like,
Roses?
hey, yeah.
Yeah.
I love that music video from back in the day.
That was just an Outcast video.
Yeah.
So the OK Go music video, the song is called Upside Down and Inside Out. Came out 8 years ago.
What was that?
28 million views, 2017.
2017. Really? 2017 was 8 years ago?
That was 8 years ago.
Holy crap.
It's even crazier.
Yeah.
2015 was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Wait.
That's how math works.
I'm not good at math.
When did "Down on My Luck" by Vic Mensa come out?
Is that an era in your life?
Yeah, there's an era in your life, actually, because you used to always play it on YouTube at Dean's house on the Curve TV, and then you would follow it up with Mick Jenkins "Hanging."
14 or 10 years ago, Down on My Luck, 2015.
Yep. I never really watched a lot of music videos.
No, wasn't your thing?
No, I can't even think of one. I'm thinking of "Down on My Luck."
Just like one that I used to play 10 years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
What else is good? I remember seeing the Britney Spears Toxic music video back in the
That
day.
was a good one.
And I was like, oh my God, she's so hot.
Yeah. What about the Beastie Boys, like Intergalactic, that song?
I
They're
can't
playing-
remember that one off the top of my
yeah,
head.
Playing the giant robot. That one was pretty dope.
You guys got anything you want to talk about? Anything going through your heads?
What's that new app that everybody's flocking to from TikTok?
Red something?
Was it
Red-
Red Note
Redfin.
or something?
Red
No, I'm
Fin-
kidding. That's the like home app, buying a house app.
Yeah, so I went to like sign up for it today, and you go on there and they have their terms of service,
Right.
and I go to read it, and everything's in Mandarin. Apparently, they don't. It's like very non-political. It's all happy videos.
Really?
There was a part that I read that says this is an app for young people to display their art and creativity. I'm kind of paraphrasing here,
Flag.
but that's essentially what it was saying. They want only positivity on that app, nothing controversial, like no fighting or anything.
Right.
I feel, and then I was reading on Reddit about it too, saying a lot of Americans are just doing it as like an FU to the government. Like, you're going to take TikTok away. We're just
Right.
going to go to this other one.
Right.
Yeah.
Why don't we just watch Reels?
Why don't we just watch Reels?
Yeah. What's the difference? Isn't Reels just late to the game? I thought that's the only difference.
Yeah, I mean, they're a little late to the game. They're also only kind of shorter form content. They're maximum 90-second videos, I think.
Yeah.
And then YouTube Shorts is only 60 seconds, where TikTok can go up to 10 minutes. So you could have a lot longer form content on there.
Yeah, if you're doing shorts.
I finally watched YouTube Shorts the other day on my TV.
Yeah.
It was a game-changing experience. Because I was just in bed, like, I don't know, not having it in your face is a lot more relaxing just from the TV. Oh, no,
But
I think I cut out.
On another note about that app, it was like it was like 700,000 people that actually went on there, and supposedly it doesn't have a lot of safeguards that TikTok has. You know, even though TikTok isn't like the most secure, but it's just like so many people are signing up and just throwing out their information.
I probably scrolled through it for about 5 minutes. And I signed up. I don't care.
Yeah.
What are you gonna take from me? I got nothing to lose here. I scrolled through it like a little bit. It just seems a lot more rogue and a little bit more Wild West of what you can do on there.
Right.
I mean, not what you can do on there, but it seems a lot more like censored almost.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
They're going to steal the fucking Atlantic City tapes.
Dude.
me looking for my losing MLB ticket.
They're going to find your debit card from 15 years ago. Yeah. What was I going to say next? I had it on the tip of my tongue. Totally forgot. So, oh, yeah. So the reason why people don't go to Reels and everything, TikTok's algorithm's just so much more. A lot of things that they don't want to sell the companies, they don't want to give up their secret sauce, essentially, of how they make their algorithm so addicting and keeps you on the app a lot longer.
I mean, I've definitely been on the Reels for hours before.
Yeah, so it'll still do the same thing, but it's not as good, essentially. So scroll YouTube Shorts for 5 minutes, scroll Reels for 5 minutes, then scroll TikTok for 5 minutes, and they're all different stuff. Like, it's all serving you like different content.
yeah.
Higher proof in the TikTok.
Higher proof.
Yeah. More potent.
It's
No, this is
also
grade A shit, man.
just with the with the longer form as well, it's easier just to get trapped in something. Whereas kind of you only get 90 seconds or 60 seconds, depending on which one you're looking at.
Mhm.
That's easier for you to just keep flipping through and scrolling.
You're right.
Doesn't Facebook have long ones though?
Facebook, you can do videos on Facebook.
Okay.
So that you can have like long form videos on there, but they also have their, I don't know what they're called on Facebook, Reels, whatever. It's probably also Reels because it's linked with Instagram.
Mhm.
So Mr. Beast posted a video today about him trying to buy TikTok. He's essentially saying, just got out of a meeting. I've got multiple billionaires that are ready to purchase.
You're right.
Like, this is my lawyer here. Because he tweeted the other day, just as a joke, like, fine, okay, I'll buy TikTok.
Mhm.
And it went crazy. And then he was like, he's actually acting on it. He's saying that he has offers that they're willing to send to TikTok
Really? Oh.
with billionaires
Yeah.
backing the investment of it.
I wonder if that's gonna if it actually goes through. I wonder how much it's gonna change. You know, considering it's not ByteDance that's running the show anymore.
Yeah.
So.
I'll say it's not going anywhere. I'm gonna make that call just because this is supposed to happen on the 19th. The next day is the inauguration, and Donnie T, he has definitely voiced his support for TikTok.
All right.
So can he just veto that? Just gets in there, vetoes it first day if he really wants to?
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so.
No? Before it gets signed into law?
I don't think so.
Doesn't he have the last say on like everything?
I think if he vetoed it, it would go back, and then they would just send it again. And then they'd be like, we have the sport.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably not going anywhere on January 19th. I can't say for the future, but that's what I thought I learned in civics class. You're telling me my 10th grade civics class has failed me?
Well, I think, yes, he can veto it, but it'll just be like he'll provide a reason why, and they'll adjust the bill and send it back, I think.
Then can
Like,
he
he's
veto
not
it
just saying,
again?
no, not happening because I don't agree. Like, I think it's more,
Isn't there a system of checks and balances through our forms of government?
yeah, that is the check. That is, I don't agree because of this. Then they say, all right, well, we'll adjust the bill to meet that criteria. I don't know. I'm just kind of speaking on my ass here, but I don't think he can just be like, nah, I don't want that.
Yeah, okay.
You know?
He's definitely been asked on it, and he's voiced his support for it.
I mean, it wasn't strategically placed to like go in effect before he went into office, just so he can't actually.
Yeah. So it's on the 19th,
Yeah.
and then the next day.
Oh, it's
So-
before. Oh, yeah. No. Yeah.
So, I mean,
obviously.
Can
Yeah.
you Google it? I don't have my phone. I would Google it otherwise.
Can Donnie T veto the TikTok ban? Let's see
Like
here.
a veto is allowed, but it's not like the end of it. That's all I'm saying.
Let's see. So, just the headline The Washington Post, Trump considers executive order hoping to save TikTok from ban or sale in U.S. law. Access is free article, but I have to sign up with my email. That's one thing I hate about a lot of these news sites now. So you either have to pay or you have to sign up for their subscription.
Yeah. Or if you're using ad block, they ask you to turn it off because they want to play all their ads.
Do you have Gemini set up?
What's Gemini?
That Google AI thing? It should just summarize.
Let's see. The Supreme Court signaled in oral arguments Friday that it may uphold the federal ban on TikTok, potentially leaving it up to President-elect Donald Trump to try and keep the app legal once he takes office. But the president-elect has limited options if the law is upheld. Any attempts to stop it could be challenged in court.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
there's the answer.
So he can veto, but that's not like there's more.
There's more to it.
Yeah.
It's beyond my pay grade.
Yeah.
I'm not that smart.
We solved it.
I'm sure the the political experts in the comments will say something about it.
They're definitely going to tell us or write us a paragraph explaining.
Do you guys have an active chat?
It's not an active chat. We got some hate comments, which I think
Oh,
are
I love
so
it. Can we
funny.
read some?
All right. Well, I showed you the one earlier.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Let's see what we got.
Any making fun of our appearances?
Nothing like
No.
that.
Ah,
We did post one earlier talking about like it was an over and under about sushi and Squid Games, and one guy just commented, "Yap, yap, yap." Let's see. To piggyback off our last topic, somebody comment, "Why wouldn't TikTok just create the same app with a different name? Could be Tok Tok now." LOL. Let's see. There's definitely been
that
some.
wasn't that hateful.
Somebody said we have the worst name ever for a podcast, which I don't totally disagree with.
I think I disagreed with the name initially.
There was one when Michael was here and he was talking about Pokemon Go. Somebody said, "LMAO, common sense wasn't in the room here."
I think that one was my favorite one.
Hold on, I gotta go to the review comments. Somebody said on that same Pokemon Go video, "This is dumb as F, guys. Come on." Somebody else said, "This guy doesn't know half the stuff he's talking about. None of this is new. Google is already doing half that S already."
What is he referring to? Google is already doing what?
Just tracking your location and everything.
Oh,
Yeah, because the whole thing came out about Pokemon Go and how the company was tracking your
yeah.
location everywhere you went, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I mean, what can you do?
Yeah.
Let's see. The one I told you earlier, lobby Congress to increase taxes on podcast equipment. Dude, people are hating on us that bad.
good.
There's-
No such thing as bad publicity.
That's what I said last time. All press is good press.
That's true.
We're just a couple boys chilling, having a chat a couple times a week.
Yeah, maybe we'll have to accept some callers next time. Hear their opinion.
That'd
live.
be awesome.
I'd like that.
Like on a lot of podcasts do this, but the Stavros Halkias, he's got his own podcast, and people call in and then they explain their problem and then they give them advice.
Right.
And sometimes they're just like, "You're a horrible person. What do you want me to say here?"
Wait, who says that? Stavros says
Yeah.
that? He's funny as fuck.
Are you just looking for confirmation to cheat on your wife here? Is that what you're looking for? All right. What else do I got for you boys to talk and debate on? Oh, so my coworkers ended up seeing some clips of this.
Yeah.
And we asked for favorite pop stars last time. My coworker, shout out Matty P, he thought we were talking about our favorite Pop-Tart. Do you guys have a favorite Pop-Tart? I'll start out here just because you guys always complain that I don't give my answer.
okay.
I'm going to go cherry Pop-Tart.
Really?
Wow,
That's
that
a
is
bold move.
terrible pick.
That's my favorite.
That is
Cherry Pop-Tart.
I have a very hot Pop-Tart take. I
Let's
think
hear it.
the cinnamon sugar is terrible, and it's one of everyone's favorites. But Luke, that's the only flavor he fucking had in his house, and I'd always be over his house eating, and so I absolutely hate that flavor. Cherry though,
Yeah, I don't know about cherry.
That's absurd. I never heard cherry be a favorite.
Strawberry's fine, but
Strawberry,
like cherry,
blueberry,
yeah.
solid. I
The
mean,
cherry's the best. Are you kidding me?
maybe I need to revisit because cherry isn't even.
Yeah. Why don't you revisit
Maybe I
that?
will. Maybe I will. Fucking.
I think the best is, in my opinion, cookies and cream.
Okay,
Yeah.
but it's white on top, right?
Yeah, like whitish, like
Yeah.
darkish. Yeah.
I like the s'mores, but those like chocolatey ones, they're like you get sick of them quick.
Yeah.
Which makes the fruit ones a little better because they're longer term,
Mm-hmm.
a better option. But like just one, I would probably go s'mores.
Okay.
What if you had to go to a fruity one?
Probably strawberry, blueberry. Probably strawberry.
Blueberry over cherry?
Yes.
Come on.
Yeah,
Absolutely
don't-
not.
yeah.
I am not doing cherry.
I don't even. Cherry must have been a later generation Pop Tart because I don't even remember seeing
Wait,
that.
so when I ask you for Pop Tarts when I come over, is that cherry that I'm eating or is it strawberry? Because I it tastes like strawberry.
I haven't bought
You're
Pop
still
Tarts
on
in a
the
long
tarts.
time.
Oh, I was gonna say.
I remember I bought grape ones one time and I was like, what is this?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
see that grape and cherry to me seem like they would taste the same.
No, not
Yeah.
even close. No.
No, I feel like maybe
Yeah,
strawberry.
For
you-
a Pop Tart, not
I usually
for like,
have cherry
Oh,
ones. though.
yeah, those weren't the greatest, but
The cherries don't hit.
no.
grape. Definitely doesn't hit. I know that for a fact. Grape soda hits.
Yeah, dude, I love grape soda.
Grape.
I'm gonna be the stereotype. I love grape soda.
Grape soda hits on ice. It has to be on ice though.
When's the last time you guys had a cherry Coke?
Probably like 2 weeks ago. I love cherry Coke.
My coworker the other day got a cherry Coke from Chick-fil-A, and he just goes, "Cherry Coke's the best." And I was like, "You're kind of right there." And then I
Yeah.
was like, "Man, I haven't had a cherry Coke in forever."
I can't really do like the darker like sodas because they have caffeine in it, and I get too wild off caffeine.
Wait a minute. Sprite doesn't have caffeine.
No,
Mountain Dew doesn't have caffeine.
that has caffeine. Like the
Ginger ale doesn't have caffeine.
no.
Coca-Cola has caffeine.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Root beer.
Yep.
Are you sure about root beer?
I'm gonna say I'm 75%. I'm 75% sure it has.
No, it has alcohol in it.
I think Diet Coke or like Diet sodas, Diet Coke. I don't think they have any
No?
caffeine in them.
Really?
I'm like 60% sure.
Okay. All right.
I got some Diet Coke upstairs. I can go
That should
check.
be the
Test that
name of the
out.
podcast. Like 60% sure of what we're talking about.
So tourist attractions. What do you think is the worst one?
The Bean in Chicago. It's fucking pointless.
That's kind of cool. I mean,
No,
everybody. It's a good selfie spot. I may or may not have more than one selfie on multiple occasions of me at the Bean in Chicago.
Yep, true. All right, what's another one?
So, all right, I'll give you a list and tell me what you think the most popular one is, like the most visited per year.
Mhm.
The Hollywood sign, the pyramids, the Eiffel Tower, the Statue of Liberty, the Coliseum, Times Square,
Oh,
or the
Times
Las
Square.
Vegas Strip.
Oh, America's Playground.
I feel like it's.
I'm
I'm gonna go with the Statue of Liberty. I'm gonna go with that one.
gonna say it's not that because there is a little bit of work. Like, all right, what do you visiting it? Does that mean actually going to the island itself that it's on, or is that just you can see it in the distance and that counts?
We'll go with that counts because
I don't think it's that one. I would say Times Square is above Statue of Liberty. Am I right?
you're
about that?
correct. You're
Okay.
correct on that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right. I feel like Vegas is sneakily up there just based on how society thinks now.
How
I
does
would
society think?
just very what's the word? Man, I'm gonna sound real stupid.
Down for the good time?
Hedonistic.
Hedonistic
Uh,
lifestyles. Yeah.
But I would say so what's remaining? Las Vegas Strip, Eiffel Tower.
Pyramids.
It's definitely not the pyramids.
No.
Definitely not. It's just too much work.
Hollywood sign
Or
or the Coliseum?
Hollywood sign. Actually, when you said Coliseum, I kind of was like,
What color are those red fire trucks? It's right on the tip of my tongue.
No, hold on, let him get it. All right, final answer.
Frick.
Oh, sorry.
Do you just want me to tell you?
No, Wayne, give your guess.
You said Statue
that
of
was my-
Liberty.
No,
my
but
guess.
we've already proved that that's not it.
Well, I'm just sticking with that.
Okay,
I mean-
okay. All right, fine. I'll go Coliseum.
Coliseum. Not it. So I was getting kind of mixed information. I went to this one website, like the top 50 most visited tourist attractions,
Right.
and they had the Las Vegas Strip. Second, they had Times Square very close.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the Coliseum was right after that.
Got it.
And then every Disney World, like in the world, was listed as well on this top 50 list.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's a big.
It was like Epcot, Hollywood Studios, Disneyland in California,
yeah.
Disneyland France, Disneyland Japan, like all of them were on there. But yeah, Times Square was a close second.
Yeah.
Estimating like 50 million-ish people go there per year.
Really.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's how do they even get that number? Is there somebody who's out there with like one of those things, just like click, 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 those like sports like stopwatch things or whatever.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. That's a good. I don't know. Maybe it's just like, just take like with the Metro cards in New York, just like I don't know, just like see where everybody gets off at. I don't know, cameras and stuff.
But that's not even like valid. How many
Yeah.
times have you seen somebody jump the turnstile at
That's
the
true.
metro trying to get on the subway?
I don't think 75% of people are jumping the turnstiles.
True. Or people just going through like the exit door. Somebody goes through the exit door, somebody just catches it and goes through.
I think a lot of tourists aren't jumping.
Maybe
or-
it's just survey.
Yeah, it's got to be survey
Yeah.
of some sort.
Yeah.
Somewhere I like to think there's somebody in all of these places just on like a little clipboard, like another one, another one, another one, another one. That's somebody's job. What are we even doing with this information?
I don't know, but we got to get it.
Trust me, these guys are gonna podcast about it. It's gonna be huge.
These guys are going to talk about it. Oh man, you guys have any good traveling stories? Anything you can think of?
That I want to share on live TV. That's tough.
I got one. So you ever see like videos of people acting crazy in an airplane?
Yeah.
I was kind of a part of one of those.
Mhm.
Well, I wasn't directly involved, but I
Right.
was there. So I was leaving Chicago, and then I was with Sticky.
Oh yeah.
So we were both flying back from Chicago, and all of a sudden, like the plane just goes like silent, and the cops come on, and this lady apparently was being a little R-word towards like another passenger and spit on her.
Racist?
Yeah, I was using.
Why can't you say racist?
I mean, it's just not good.
Why? You're describing her behavior.
I mean, you just don't want to say anything too controversial. But
Oh, sorry.
back to
Oh,
the
wait, start it over so we can keep it in the clip. I'm sorry. I don't know the.
Yeah, so those videos you see online of people freaking out on airplanes and it goes viral. I was kind of part of it, not necessarily part of it, but I was there one time. So I was just sitting waiting for my flight to like take off, and it's taken forever. Then see the cops come on the plane, and then apparently there was one passenger acting a little R to another person. So apparently this one lady spit on this other lady
Right.
because she was upset that she was sitting next to her, and it was a whole thing. And just felt so bad. The lady that got spit on was just crying, and she felt so attacked. And then they ended up moving her to the front of the plane. Probably, I don't remember if they had first class on this plane, but if anything, they moved her up, gave her a much better seat.
Right.
Then the cops took the other lady off.
Mhm.
The captain comes over, like whatever flight I was on, Delta. They don't deserve my shout out here. But the captain comes on. We don't support that on any Delta flights. So sorry for the disruption, but we'll be leaving shortly. And this ended up delaying me by so long. Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
I'm pissed.
I was so upset. I was just texting my boy who wasn't sitting next to me for some reason. We were flying together. I was just like, what is going on here? And we are just going back and forth the whole time. But yeah, crazy. I've never seen that happen on a flight before. And it just delayed everybody
Yeah,
by
it's a shitty situation.
2 hours. Like, are you kidding me, lady? Do you even know where you are right now?
Yeah. My craziest plane story is I passed out walking to the bathroom, and I just woke up. And people were like, "Yo, are you good?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "Give me oxygen."
I was leaving the grocery store yesterday, and I see 2 ambulances pulled up, and this lady's just laying on the ground. Like, what the heck is going on here? Just
Just
she's
like
got
outside, just laying there.
yeah. So first I walk out. I'm walking through like the big whoosh doors, and I see a stretcher and a paramedic setting it up. Just, what is going on?
Right.
I see just this lady laying on the ground, and she wasn't old. She was probably in her younger, probably mid 30s, if I had to guess. Already had her groceries in her cart right next to her, and just passed out on the ground.
Oh boy.
I gotta get out of here.
Right. Yeah,
What do you think it was?
I don't know. Maybe she's
Dehydration?
like diabetic or something. Yeah, that
She
could be.
was conscious. She was talking to him as I saw.
Yeah.
But you know me. If it's not my business, I'm out of there.
Right.
But yeah, imagine just going to the grocery store and you end up in an ambulance.
Now you got a $500 ambulance ride that you got to pay for.
Yeah.
More than that, I feel like.
Is it?
That's on the low end.
Yeah.
How much do you pay for car insurance a month or a year?
I want to say it's like $170. It went up recently.
Yeah, mine's $230.
You know, it's so stupid. What I hate about bills, if you just call someplace and threaten to cancel, they'll just be like, oh, yeah, we'll bring it down. We'll bring it down.
Yeah, I did that. They were like, no, just bundle it with like your renter's insurance. I was like, I don't need renter's insurance by my parents. And
She was like, loser.
And then
This guy's 29, living in his mom's basement. No, you don't get it. It's not like that.
no, and then she was like, no, you could still like just claim your belongings, blah blah. I was like, all right, let's just go through the exercise to see what it'll save me. It's like, yeah, well, but after we did all that, now your car insurance is only $170 or something. And I was like, yeah, but I'm paying for the renter's insurance that I don't need. How much does that cost? She goes, yeah, 50. So I net saved $2 a month. Nice. I was like, I'll just shop elsewhere. Never shopped.
What was mine? My old Ford. That was pretty cheap. That was like $89 a month. I missed that, but now I think it's like $145 for 2 cars actually right now. So
God damn, what do you got, Geico?
no,
what I
we got
got.
Progressive. Geico is super expensive.
What?
Yeah, for 2 cars before we switched, it was like $350 a month.
What the fuck,
Yeah.
Luke?
It's crazy how you can just,
It's like he might not be on Geico.
it really just comes down to an ask sometimes. My insurance rate went up, which I can understand, inflation and everything going on. Like, it's going to go up.
Right.
But I go through an agency and I just email my agent because she sent me like my new documents. Like, oh, your rate's going to this. It's like, hey, can you get that any better? She emails me back like a couple hours later. Well, I can't get it as good as it was before, but
Right.
I got you down.
Yeah.
It's just all I had to do was send one email
Yeah.
and I pay $40 a month less for my car insurance.
Not a bad deal.
Who's your agent?
Who's my agent? I had one lady and then she retired. So a new agent. I don't remember her name. But my old lady's name was Lori.
Okay.
You want me to hook you up?
Sure.
I've asked you for that number like twice and I've never reached out.
Dude, just shoot him an email.
Right.
Lori is a guy.
No, Lori was a girl.
Oh.
How do you feel about girls with guy names?
Like Sam. Like
That's more
Taylor.
of a unisex name.
Oh.
Say
Is Taylor unisex too?
I'd say so, yeah. Like
So
Tim the Tool Man Taylor.
Yeah.
That's a manly man.
So if I saw a girl named Richard, I don't know if she was cool.
Hey,
I'm
Dick.
talking I'm talking like a Cody.
Oh, I don't know. Cody's are like Kyle's. They're like in the same bracket of fucking.
It's totally
debauchery.
Kyle.
Yeah. I don't know if I could do a Cody.
Should bring your mic a little closer, by the way.
I can't fucking
Don't worry, I'll get a new table at some point.
see.
Oh no. It's dipping.
Yeah, this is. Get me a couch.
Yeah, we should definitely switch the setup a little bit.
What about Tyler? It's like
Tyler?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, I like my friends that are named Tyler.
I like my friends, specifically named Tyler.
Well, no, I
How
guess
many could there be?
people that I know that are Tylers have all been overall positive.
Pretty good. Yeah.
So I guess I could let it slide.
I used to work with a Tyler, and all right, kid.
First and last name, please.
I'll tell you after. You might know him actually. And I remember we were going on a work trip, and it was like an hour and a half away. He's freaking out. He's saying, "Oh, I can't drive. I'm not driving there. I don't like driving." So whatever, work trip's over. I gave him a ride there, and I'm giving him a ride back, and he's just like sitting there. He's like, "Oh, I'm texting this girl right now. I'm about to go see her tonight.
Yeah.
She lives like an hour away." I'm like, "Dude." I
Did
guess.
you say you bought an Uber?
Yeah, you about an Uber there, man?
Did you just totally forget his lie? He probably just didn't want to drive.
Oh, and he was so annoying
Yeah.
too. He was late one morning. I'm texting him, dude, like, let's go. Like, we gotta go. We gotta go. He texts me back, oh, I slept too late. I'll meet you there. It's like, all right. I'm not being responsible. I feel like I should not have to babysit a 25-year-old man.
Right.
Yeah.
I like
Alright.
driving. Allows you to be in control of when you leave. So-
I hate driving.
Yeah.
Like the furthest I'll drive is like New York City. That's about it.
Remember our trip to New York to recover my phone?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that's a great story. Let's hear it again.
You tell it. You tell it from your perspective, and then I'll add any edits that I have.
So I'll preface it saying, if you call me and we're boys and close, I will do just about anything you need me to do. So I wake up one morning and I get a call from Raymond over here. He goes, "Oh man, I messed up. I need you to come to New York with me." And I go, "What happened?" "Oh, I was at the Yankees game. I fell. I messed up my face. I broke my sunglasses. I lost my phone. And somebody in New York has it." So, like, what? All right, I'm down. I'm not driving. So, long story short, you come and pick me up, and then we go out to New York. And I come to find out that it's a homeless man in New York named Subway that has your phone. So I'm like, oh my God. All right, let's go find this guy. This is a very long shot, but let's go see if we can get your phone. So we're driving out there. I'm like, yeah, you should probably give this guy some cash, and because to get your phone back, that's going to be your only bartering chip is if you bring cash to this. He has no reason to give this back to you.
Right.
So we're driving. We're somewhere in the Bronx, just sketchy area. I get out because I got to go use the bathroom, and I hit an ATM to get cash. And I go into the Wendy's to use the bathroom. They tell me I got to buy something. So I buy something stupid. I buy a chicken sandwich. And then I get the cash and I get back to the car. And I'm using my phone to call this guy. Wait, I'll reverse it a little bit. I have your parents' landline number saved in my phone. And I see a call from that come through that morning. It's like something went down last night. He's calling me from the landline. So yeah, we go and we eventually meet up with this dude. He's this homeless dude. I mean, he was a nice guy, but he looked like a crackhead, was missing a bunch of fingers.
No, he didn't have fingers, period. It was two balls. And this is how he fucking had the phone. So I get him on the phone. He's like, yo, here you go, boss. And then he put him the 100, like, all right, shit.
But yeah, we meet up with this guy, we get the phone, and then whatever. We head back. And I in my head, we're going to stop in New York. We're going to get lunch somewhere. It's going to be a little bit of a fun trip. Yeah. But your face is messed up because you fell in the subway. And you're just like, I got to get home. I got to go to the hospital.
Yeah, I went and got stitches, and then I went to France's, 60th birthday party. And my mom was like, what the fuck happened to you? I was like, you don't want to know.
Was France like, oh, man, you look like crap. What are you doing?
Yeah. So what happened was, I'm sure people know of stands, which is right outside of Yankee Stadium. It was a Red Sox-Yankees game. I'm a Red Sox fan. Red Sox won. I was going wild after the fact. And I'm in stands, having fun. And I go out the side door, and there's a step that I don't see. And so I'm walking, hit that, and I start falling. And my body weight is, taking me forward, but I'm not just, dropping. I'm trying to still stay up. So, for 15 feet, it's just me, trying to hold myself up while falling. And I fucking headbutt one of those concrete barriers to keep cars from like hitting. I like leave, start tripping, and I'm just boom into a fucking thing. And then at that moment, I'm like, I get up and I'm like bloody as shit, and I'm immediately like, damn, like I don't have my phone. I was like, I dropped it right here when I just pulled that stunt, or it's still inside. And like I look around, like there's obviously traffic because it's New York, but I don't see anything, and I'm like, all right, well maybe it's inside. I walk in, they're like, it's last call, pal. I was like, yo, I think I left my phone here. She's like, you look fucking crazy. What's wrong with you? And I was like, all right, fuck it, I'll just figure this out tomorrow. And then I was also like, I think the last train going back home is about to leave soon, so we just jumped in an Uber, took a train home, and then I had to drive home. I was like, dude, if I get pulled over right now, I'm absolutely fucked with this bloody face.
You're cooked.
Oh yeah, it was a wild night. But the Red Sox won.
So
That's all that matters in this situation.
this is one positive from that night.
Yeah.
The fact that you got your phone back is wild. Who can say they lose their phone in New York City, leave the state, and double back the next day and find it?
I mean, it was. I mean, I don't know how much value it had to him being locked. So I think he was like, you know, I see the desperation in his attempts to get this phone. Let's make a trade.
I'm sure he could trade that to somebody for a
Yeah.
bag or something.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't get to that point in your life without having some sort of connections. People that are into sketchy things.
That's true.
Yeah. Well, he was a gentleman and a scholar.
Stand up.
What a
guy.
guy.
Shout out to Subway.
Yeah.
What do you, if he's still around, what do you think he's up to? Same shit.
Yeah, he's fucking looking for drunk guys falling and losing their phones.
That's how he makes his money.
Oh man, I remember. And then I went to work the day after we got the phone, and my coworker at the time, I told him the story, and he called the dude from his phone, and he picked up. I've got a saved Snapchat somewhere. He's like, "What's up, Subway? Is Jens from the block? What's good?"
What the hell? Did he know it was your number?
No, he called from his phone. My coworker called from his phone. I was like, "Here's the number."
Oh. And what did Subway say?
He was just rambling some nonsense. I was just like, dude, hang up. This is so funny.
That's funny.
Oh man. If anybody knows this guy. If he's still around.
No, I don't think Subway was his real name.
Yeah, it wasn't his real name. He
But is that what he like? I'm saying.
you think you think his mother at birth gave him the name Subway?
No, I'm saying I don't remember his name being like what he told us. His name is
Was
Subway.
his
I don't remember
alias?
it that way. I don't remember anything.
I thought he said I go by Subway because I always hang out in the subways.
Yeah, I don't know.
New York
Becomes the legend,
City's
fact. Print the legend.
New York City is a weird place. I remember just walking through there.
My favorite place.
And one guy was just tweaking out, screaming obscenities, and nobody batted an eye. It was just normal. Nobody,
like a normal
nobody got
day,
too close
honestly.
to him.
Yeah, because you give them attention, then you're giving them what they want.
Yeah.
The greatest currency is attention.
Yeah.
That's what they're going for.
I think my worst experience in New York is just like you're on the bus or like the subway, and then people just come in and start dancing, and you're just like, oh
Oh,
my
that is
god, yeah.
fucking awful.
Or like singing or something. It's just like, yo, just be quiet. Just trying to chill.
If you can make it there, you can make it anywhere.